Harry is allegedly convinced that the royal family will one day expose his deepest, darkest secrets. US Weekly claimed that Prince Harry is worried about all of the information the royal family could release about him. After all, he also dropped shocking bombshells in his memoir Spare. It wouldn't surprise Harry if the royals spilled some of his deepest secrets to the media. There's so much distrust now. He's done with all the mind games. There are individuals inside the firm who will make it their mission to discredit Harry at any opportunity, especially now that he's stood up to them. There's not much that he can do about it other than dismiss them as lies, the source said. The insider also claimed that the palace's attempt at doing damage control is just a pathetic way of distorting reality and manipulating the public against him and his wife. However, the source said that the feeling is mutual among the other members of the royal family because everyone thinks that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle would leak their private conversations if they agree to it. They'll say certain things that are essentially true but also contain a bogus detail. If the false information shows up, they'll know that it came from Harry or Meghan. Harry is definitely aware of this, the source said. But the Duke of Sussex allegedly decided to expose some stories about the royal family because he felt that it was the right thing to do. He's relieved that his story is out there. He wouldn't change a thing at this point, and he feels he held back on the really damaging stories out of respect. But that's about it, the source said. In his memoir Spare, Harry details an explosive fight between him and his older brother Prince William, after William called Meghan Markle rude, difficult and abrasive. This story actually gives credit to the fact that Meghan was a rude and demanding diva as a royal, because Harry and Meghan claimed that the bullying reports before the Oprah interview were a smear campaign. Assuming that what was being exposed wasn't true, but if William was even calling out Meghan for being rude, doesn't that just give credit to the bullying reports? He writes, "He set down the water, called me another name, then came at me. It all happened so very fast. He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and threw me to the floor. I landed on the dog's bowl, which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment dazed, then got to my feet and told him to get out. Given the position of the dog bowl in the room, how did Harry fall on it to land on his back? And how did his landing shatter a metal bowl?" Harry writes that William urged him to hit back, citing fights they had as children. Harry says he refused to do so. William left, Harry says, then returned looking regretful and apologised. So William apologised, and yet he still chose to include this in his book for millions to read. Well, millions is a stretch. When William left again, Harry writes that he turned and called back, "You don't need to tell Meghan about this." To which Harry says, "You mean that you attacked me?" And William says, "I didn't attack you, Harold." Harry says that he didn't immediately tell Meghan, but did call his therapist. Hold up, if Harry had a therapist in 2019, why didn't Meghan also have one for her suicidal thoughts? Didn't she claim that she was refused any help by the palace? But now we're finding out that Harry had a therapist. Why didn't he get one for his wife who was having suicidal thoughts? Why did he say on Netflix that he dealt with the depression as Institution Harry, not Husband Harry? But if Husband Harry had a therapist, why didn't he get wifey one?